Hey guys, what's up? Ashley here. Welcome back to another edition of Confessions of a Giggler. Um, Today I want to talk about one of my pet peeves because I was very triggered this morning. So just real quick before I discuss this, this is not something that I would normally talk about on here if I wasn't going to try to vlog every day, but since my current plan is to try to vlog every day, I need things to talk about, and this is like top of mind, so that's why I'm just gonna go for it, and you will hear one of my rants. Yeah, so this morning, as you can tell, I am parked in a parking garage, and I got to work this morning, and I come up to the third level of the parking garage when I get here because these spots in this parking garage are tight, and I don't want to have to worry about like squeezing in and out and not being able to open my door all the way or whatever. So I make sure that I park in a spot that's at the end and not in the middle somewhere. So yeah, so that's why, even though there's plenty of spots available on level 2, when I get here in the morning, I just like to come up to level 3 where there's no one and I can park in a spot that has no one to my right. Like, no one can park to the right. There is no spot to the right. And I just said right a whole bunch of times and I meant left. So yeah, so I struggle with left and right sometimes. I don't know why. Left. Oh my goodness. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I purposely park here. And in the morning, when I got here this morning, there was 2 other cars on the entire level. On the entire third level, there was me and 2 other cars. And when I get here in the morning, I don't just park and pop out of my car and off to work. I have to sit here for a few minutes and like hype myself up to go to work. So I was here in my car and I was like listening to to my podcast that I was listening to, and I needed it to come to a good stop, and I was like getting some of my stuff together, and a car comes zooming in and parks directly next to me, and I was just so thrown off by this. I do not understand. I think that is wild. That is such a wild thing to do to me. I mean, not like to like it's not that it was done to me, just to me it's a wild thing to do. You know what I mean? So I just could not believe why someone would choose to park directly next to someone else when there are hundreds of other spots available. I just cannot comprehend why someone would do that. And then I saw her like shuffling out because she parked too close to me. Like, all of this could have been avoided if you just chose a different spot. There's so many to choose from. I don't understand why you would pick this one. And it had me so thrown off that I spilled coffee on my shirt. I left my car. It was just all in a tizzy because this person parked right next to me and I couldn't understand why. And I got halfway down the steps and I realized that I didn't change my shoes. So I was like about to walk into work with my Crocs on, which I don't think they're allowed in the dress code. So I had to come back up the steps and come back to my car and change my shoes. And I was like, this person parking next to me has got me all kinds of like flustered. I don't understand. And like, why does this bother me so much? I don't know. And then I put a poll on my Instagram, and so far about 50 people have answered. Actually, that's when I checked at lunchtime. I don't know what the new count is, but 50 people answered and only one person said that they would squeeze in right next to. And I just think that is such a wild thing to do. Why? If you do this, if you would choose to park directly next to someone when there's hundreds of spots available? Why? Why would you do that? Please tell me. Please enlighten me. Is there some reason why you would choose to park there when you could park just one spot away? And then that also caused me to not be able to, because I I have things all over my car. I'm not just I'm a bit of a disaster. So I need to go and I like to walk around my car and get the stuff out from the passenger side. And I couldn't do that any longer. I didn't want to go over there. I was just so annoyed. I was like, are you kidding me? So then I had to collect my stuff like this instead of being able to go around. And it threw off my whole morning, guys. I know it's just such a ridiculous thing. And why did it make me so annoyed? But I just can't understand why someone would do that. Help me understand. Yeah, but also, I am also the type of person who will go and park far away so I don't need to park by anyone else. So this makes it even worse for me that someone is willing to do that when there's tons and tons of spots available. And I'm not even willing to do that when there's very few spots available. I will go all the way to the next section and park there by myself instead of trying to get a little bit closer. And that, in that scenario, I understand when people do park close, but when there's just the whole level is open, why would you park next to someone like that? I can't believe it made me just forget my whole routine and mess everything up. And I spilled coffee on myself, and I'm wearing a white shirt. So okay. So I guess that's it for today. I will talk about more serious things. I just, like I said before, if I'm gonna vlog a lot, I'm gonna have to, some of these videos are gonna have to be random topics that are just things that I'm currently thinking about, and not all serious feelings and whatever. Just silly topics. Yeah. So also, again, whatever you guys want to hear from me, please comment that below so I have topics to fill this space. And yeah. It's going to be a good ride. It's going to be a fun summer. And yeah, I don't know what else. I'm out of practice, clearly. So we'll come up with a better way to sign off soon. Yeah. So that's it. Okay. I'm going to go. Love you guys. Bye.